Present video is for understanding about the pharmacokinetics. Pharmacokinetics simply means what happens to the drug when the drug is administered into the body. The drug may be administered by various routes like oral, parenteral, topical, and many others. Pharmacokinetics understanding is required to every pharma professional, whether they are in academics or they are students or they are industrial persons. So this video will help all the pharma professionals. Understanding will be helpful to understand the dependent topics like bioequivalence, bioavailability, and the other pharmacological topics. Let's start with the video. First we will see what is pharmacokinetics. This means what happens to the drug in the body. After the drug administration, the drug will undergo absorption, distribution, metabolism, and excretion. This is generally called as ADME process. And in pharmacokinetics, the study of the drug movement is undertaken. Pharmacokinetics, it is abbreviated as PK or PK study. So pharmacokinetics is the study of how the body affects the drug after administration. That means something happens to the drug when the drug is administered. Drug will undergo absorption, then distribution, followed by metabolism and excretion. This is ADME process. And these ADME processes determine the drug concentration in the bloodstream and tissues over time. Pharmacokinetics affects the pharmacodynamics. Now, pharmacodynamics means what happens to the body due to the drug administration. That means drug will have some effects onto the body, that is pharmacodynamics, and body will have some effects onto the drug, that is pharmacokinetics. Starting with the ADME, so first is absorption. Absorption means the entry of the drug into the bloodstream. And this is the first stage in the journey of drug ADME process. Absorption is the process by which the drug gets entry into the bloodstream from the site of administration. For example, you have taken a tablet by oral route, it will disintegrate, then the drug will dissolve and it will get absorbed through the GI tract into the blood. So that is absorption. Routes of administration may be oral, intravenous, inhalation, topical, and others. So, based on to the physicochemical properties of the drug molecule, it will get absorbed. The physicochemical properties affecting the drug absorptions are mainly solubility, lipophilicity, molecular size, and other parameters like pK, pH dependent or independent solubility, and some others. But the basic parameters are solubility, lipophilicity, and molecular size. So these three main parameters affects or impacts the absorption of the drug through the biological membranes. Bioavailability. The portion of the drug that reaches the systemic circulation in its active form is called as bioavailability. For example, you have given 100 mg drug And if 50 mg is reaching into the bloodstream or in systemic circulation, that means drug is having 50% bioavailability. Coming to the next step of ADME, that is D for distribution. Distribution is nothing but dispersion in the body, or it is how the drug molecule get spread in the body. The movement of the drug throughout the body compartments is called as distribution. The body compartments like bloodstream and the tissues. Key factors affecting distribution are blood flow and tissue permeability and protein binding. Blood flow, organs with high blood flow, that is liver and kidneys, receive the drug faster. Tissue permeability, lipophilic drugs, that is fat soluble drugs, can pass through the cell membranes more easily, affecting their distribution. If the drugs are binding to the fatty tissues, then these drugs will remain in the body for a longer time. If drugs are more hydrophilic, then these drugs will get eliminated faster. There should be a specific balance between the lipophilic behavior and hydrophilic behavior for the drug to reach to the systemic circulation, to absorb into the systemic circulation, and to reach the tissues. Also, the lipophilic nature and hydrophilic nature affects the distribution and elimination as well. Another one is protein binding. Drugs that bind to the plasma proteins like albumin are inactive. Only unbound drugs can exert their therapeutic effects. It is very interesting to know that if the drug is having high protein binding, then it is not available for the action. Generally, it is understood that the drugs which are highly protein bound, they are eliminated slowly because they are binded to the proteins. Only unbound drugs can exert the therapeutic effects. In the journey of drug distribution, blood flow, tissue permeability, and protein binding are the key factors affecting distribution. Now coming to the metabolism. Metabolism is chemical alteration of the drug. The drug get transformed before excretion. Some drug may get metabolized at a faster rate. Some may get metabolized at a slower rate. Many factors affect the drug metabolism. Metabolism is the chemical modification of the drug primarily in the liver, making it more water soluble for excretion. Factors affecting metabolism are enzymatic activity, genetic variations, and many others. Enzymatic activity, cytochrome P450 enzymes play the critical role in drug metabolism. These enzymes are responsible for drug metabolism. Phase 1 and phase 2 reactions will happen for the drug metabolism. Phase 1 reactions are oxidation reduction or hydrolysis to modify the drug. Phase 2 reactions involve conjugation with substances like glucuronic acid to increase the solubility for excretion. Genetic variations, differences in the metabolic enzymes can influence the drug efficacy and toxicity. Then last stage in the pharmacokinetics is excretion. Excretion means removal of the drugs and the metabolites from the body. It is elimination of the drug from the body. Or in other words, you can say excretion or elimination is the removal of the drug and its metabolites from the body. The metabolites may be active or inactive. and these are removed from the body by different ways, like drug may be eliminated via kidneys or via biliary excretion or other routes. Key factors in the excretion are renal clearance, biliary excretion, and other routes. Renal clearance involves the kidneys filter drug and metabolites, and these are excreted in the urine. In biliary excretion, drugs can be eliminated via bile and undergo enterohepatic recycling, which can prolong their life. Other routes like sweat, saliva, or exhalation, these are also there for the drug elimination. One interesting thing to understand here is when the drug is excreted through saliva, that time after administration of the drug, sometime the patient may feel bitter taste because the drug get excreted in the saliva. Coming to the ADME, once again we will see the ADME processes are essential for understanding how the drugs are absorbed, distributed, metabolized, and excreted from the body. So this is what happens to the drug after administration. And these ADME processes determine the duration and intensity of the drug action, the drug's efficacy and safety profile. Understanding pharmacokinetics helps to optimize the drug therapy and individualize treatment for patients based on their unique characteristics like genetics and health status. Many of the times, the patients display variation in the drug half-life or drug action because of the differences in metabolism and excretion. If the renal clearance is low or moderate compared to the healthy patient or healthy person, then if the drug is administered which is primarily excreted through urine, so for those patients who have the problem in kidney function, for those drugs will remain for more time in the blood. So this is how the pharmacokinetics understanding helps to individualize the treatment based on the disease state and based on the health state. Pharmacokinetics, simply you can say that it is what happens to the drug when the drug is administered. And in pharmacodynamics, you can simply understand that what happens to the body when the drug is administered. Body will have impact onto the drug and drug will have impact onto the body. So let's meet in another video, that is pharmacodynamics. Thank you for watching the video.